Big starting things off on the CT side. First overpass we're looking at from Big since the map got added back to the pool. First one in 1 year time, and Tapson's already opening things up with one. Make it a double. Finally shut down by Fozy, but he's opened things up really nicely.
Hyped still over toward Truck, still getting tagged down, but is able to do a lot of damage, and they'll hold on comfortably. Yeah, very good point. Well made by both of you two. Kragan will force his way out toward Playground. Oh my word, he's found both of the spray down. That is clean from Kragan. You don't see that too often. Survives on 1 HP as well.
Yeah, quite unfortunate. Hype should have that one in the bag, but it's all about whether he's able to get a second one out of it, and Kragan might actually have a flash for that party peek. You're surely not thinking that those rifles were peeking on their own. There goes the first kill. Kragan actually going down to the headshot of Hype, but he was never going to get away with a lot more than just the one kill, and this is already looking quite good here for 9. A fantastic denial of that aggressive play. Crimbo and QB still in the equation as of right now, separate though. QB in towards that toilets area. Crimbo is still on B. Might actually be holding on to the M4 unless QB goes nuclear.
He has got into the bathrooms a little bit further forward, but it's properly checked by Sejot, and well checked as well. Cleared out of the round.
That double long push is one of them. Thing is, that's why it's really difficult to actually be crafty and do something that's surprising, especially to more experienced players, right? When you're playing against a team like 9, learning, and obviously under those circumstances, it's quite difficult to say that 9 have studied the tendencies a bit, because they have none yet.
Tapson managed to deal with Kragan, but getting away will be pretty impossible when there are a lot more to come toward long. Can you see? Good flash, good jump back toward Bank as well. Got Crimbo's support on back dice.
Look at him push short. This is really proactive from the CT side right now. It's all about Crimbo and JDC holding on for long enough for QB to get into position.
Oh, they managed to use that Molotov well to push Crimbo back though. JDC realizes there's no space to really help, and Crimbo's going to choose to fight in that backside Molotov. And he almost gets 3 kills from that. He sets up QB for the trade. That big flank does work out for QB. Now, Favon needs what would be a 1v3 total. He knows that QB is coming up from that big flank, and he'll spot out one, but he doesn't know that Hyped is there too. He's going to try and maneuver in toward Green Bin and probably
they
go
have a smoking
Bank.
kit. You can't stop them. They can just defuse the bomb.
That's exactly the problem. Favon is going to be... I mean, if he goes back toward Green Bin, it's fine. I thought if he was going to go Bank, he's going to be completely disconnected from it. Now there's a slight chance.
Didn't smoke the bomb.
Didn't smoke it properly. That gives Favon an opportunity. And almost gets it over the line. Real nice try for Favon, but as you can see on his screen, yeah, he might know these guys very well. I'm sure there's some banter in the chat, in the in-game chat between the two of them. Favon looking to try an entry in toward that short position. And he will deal with QB while those monster players are going to try and force their way through. And Sejot gives Crimbo no chance whatsoever. Beautiful headshot, and JDC is very isolated in toward water. He needs hyped support, and he is able to get one back. Like, it does give JDC a chance to deliver. Right-click smoke to push forward, but look at the damage that's been done to him through that, and Sejot will not allow him to get away. Favon holds for Hyped and Tabson's peak, and that is a great round for 9. Looking to try and do the double over NIP and Big. Good amount of T rounds on the board already, it feels. 3, and it's going to be 4. Townsend will get that kill on toward Riles, though, which is actually an impressive one to nab.
Yeah. Still should be a pretty clean one coming out of the 9 boys. Favon able to get one, make it a double, make it a triple. It's absolutely beautiful coming out of Favon. Look at him go against his ex-teammates. The only thing he needs right now is Apex to tweet that for him.
That is true.
Good. The policy that Tapson likes following on this map.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we'll have to see. It's what's in the memory bank of Favon? That's a good question. Maybe we'll get an interview after the game if 9 come out on top. You can ask him a couple of questions. We shall see. Especially if he plays like this. 11 and 3. Another headshot to add to the tally. Sure, there were some ecos in there, but he's doing really, really well. And Riles thought for sure they was going to go down to Crimbo, but it's another great headshot from him. And Hype needs to make a play happen. It's a good pick on Favon. One was planted around the pillar. Very awkward, but he's advanced his angle and elevated his angle to great effect. It's Fuzi 1v2. all of a sudden last alive and hyped. Oh, that is beautiful. He sticks up there. Fuzi's expected him to drop. He didn't. Which is not really a proper cubby. You do have your gun stick out there, but you have teammate support. That's why you play it like that. To have someone look to push forward and look for information. He gets caught by Kragan, and now Hyped has a lot on his plate. He's going to miss the opening shot as well. Surely he is a dead man walking. And there we go. Faven puts him into the dirt. 5 versus 3. A chance to execute on toward A. And a couple of players still here, but surely the manpower for 9 will be too much, and it does feel that way. Crimbo will get one, but has to duck and dive back down through green bin. The bomb can go down. There we go. It's on truck in good time. And 9 will get their 5th T round here.
This is starting to show more and more confidence out of the T side of 9, by the way. They're saying, well, if the B takes are not working out, we're not really afraid to go for those slow and steady A plays either. Deal with the Oper, clear out the rifles. Lovely opening kill coming out of Kragan. They're really quick on that reaction for the first frag.
Keep an eye on.
Oh, look at the monster walk.
Here we go. We're speeding up here, 9.
Surprise.
6 rounds on T side
my
already,
God.
and Crimbo, oh my
What?
God, how has he got that kill? He gets his vision back in time to get 2 more as well. Ridiculous for Crimbo. They stare at each other for a split second on default, and then was like, oh, okay, well, you're on the opposing team, aren't you? And he says,
I'm not sure if
thank
that
you very
was a CT
much.
side flash, by the way, that blinded the T running onto the bomb site. Crimbo was definitely blinded by the flashes of 9. Not sure what happened there. Definitely regretting this one. And look at the Ope of Hype. He's so locked in. He knows Kragan could be onto some shenanigans and towards bank.
The angle being held, though, by Hyped. He's very aware. Very nicely done. And Fuzi has no choice but to probably keep hold. So you don't have to get put down to like an MP9 or something fun, crazy in the final round of the half. They can now go collecting.
Had a bit of a struggle some couple months, maybe even couple years now, but he's still pretty young and 22 years old. A big event here. Qualify for a LAN tournament in Budapest. That would be a good difference. He shot just styles on Hyped.
As soon as Hype pushed a little bit further forward and I saw the angle that 9 were playing, I was a little bit concerned. But this is good from Big. They are trying to recover control. When you lose an opening pick, you have to go searching elsewhere on the map to recover things, to gain a bit of even ground. And they do that with that pick on Monster. And Tabson is just able to get away back toward the bin to help JDC and to get JDC's help, but now that help is down to 12 HP. Tabson might have to do it alone. He's found one and done significant damage to Fuzi as well, and JDC has found one more pick.
That's good defense. QB arriving already on that rotation. Bomb dropped as well. JDC is going to make sure you stay alive right now. QB's there. He's actually mollied his own teammate. What is going on?
Now Fuzi can't really do much about this again, I'm afraid. And this time he's going to have to give it a go. Every single big player is below that 100 health. With JDC and QB in particular, but with the AWP working his way back in here is pretty much impossible. 25 seconds. Might have the bomb on his back, but even if he was full health, this one would not be happening. Might have just heard the fall off of truck there, but shot missed. Now worried about being converged upon, and he's about to be by Crimbo. Crimbo's gone all the way round.
A lot of the things that they will have to be worried about, but it all starts off with a pistol, and it all starts off with a classical B play.
Yeah, looks like we're just going straight for the W key here. Respect. Faven is here. He's able to get some help from Kragan. And Kragan's still alive, by the way. Helped out by Sejon. And these B rushes on these pistols, Ted, neither have worked pretty well.
Yeah, and you can see the smile on the face of Kragan there. He's like, how am I alive? How did I survive this round? Doing a good job. Just to give everyone a quick update onto what's going on over at Group B, as this should be a fairly clean one. Careful, Fuzi. Blocking himself a little bit. That's an M4 to be recovered.
Uh-oh, they're playing a
no.
headshot angle.
Oh my
Uh-oh,
God.
they're fighting a headshot angle. What's going on? Okay,
Oh no.
JDC still fragging. He's still got 90 health as well. This is a lot more damage than 9 will have wanted to take, that's for sure. So just trying to put the pressure on, but that's a duel that can be lost when the M4 is available. I know there's no armor. Trying to get the advantage with that, and in the end he'll take him out. But that was a bit messy from 9. They gave them a little bit too many headshot angles to work with there, and Fuzi... So,
They did lose the first two, though. Hopefully they win one. Been a tough day for them.
I'm sure you would know, keeping an eye on that 500 match, right? So, there you go. Lovely flank up connector from Sejot. Does catch Hyped in the back, but it does give the plan of what Big want to do 2-9. They're setting up A, and they're very aware of it. There are a couple of important picks to go the other way. Still 50 seconds. They can go back if they want to, and Riles is going crazy with that MP9. I'm not sure the need for the jump, but that bomb has been dropped back in connector. Kragan, has he heard JDC still being here? Well, he's hit the dink either way. Very kind of crazy rotations from both in that round, kind of both unsure about what exactly they wanted to do.
No, it's perfect. It just caught me off guard.
Okay, good. It's funny, we've got our camera set up, right, so we can see our reactions and, you know, just some handoffs and stuff like that with some gestures, and seeing your reaction to that was quite amusing. Love that.
That's the big money round. Crimbo going down early on, though, before taking down Rouse, though, who's had a much more quiet game, and Favin's looking to fade the smoke. He's got the support of Kragan, but there's 3 people on the other side of this. Just the dinks and no kills going in favor of 9. Bigger just storming their way onto the bomb side. Fuzi's all alone against the world. Needs a big play if he wants to keep them in this one. But Hyped is definitely clearing him out. He's on the look. He's ready, and he's so locked in with the headshot. 9 is falling apart on the scenes, and there's nothing CJot can do about it. Potential struggle of not being invited to any higher level events and just being stuck in tier 2. So qualifiers like those are incredibly important. C-Shot only M4 in the mix. Absolutely deleted. Couldn't even connect onto a single bullet, and that was your only rifle.
Yeah, the things that were kind of going their way earlier, not going their way right now. I mean, that is a good example of it. Sejot was holding the right angle, tries to go for a bit of a different pre-aim toward the stairs, and gets caught.
Let's go, Fuzi.
Fuzi, long, PT50. There's one headshot.
Go.
There's 2 headshots. Make it 3 headshots for a double kill. AK picked up. Hyped is going to clear out Kragan. Favin is still on the site, but Hyped's done really well to find that second kill. They know, of course, that Fuzi is lurking around long. AK retrieved. Riles is now here in support. It looks like Big are going to look for that bomb. It's been given up by Fuzi. Probably the right decision, because Riles is now here to help. But then M4 picked up. They're going to cross from long onto the site. And Fuzi and Riles are both here to try and stop that cross. QB's found that 1 kill. It's a huge kill.
10 seconds.
But look at the clock. 5 seconds on that clock. And Hype doesn't give a damn. Another headshot and a quad kill. Yeah, we saw that set up earlier. But with the AWP instead. It's down to the M4s this time for 9, not for Big. Tabson, he shifts his way forward. Actually does a lot of damage, more than I suspected. And Sejot will get 2 in the end. Now Kragan's there to support. Somehow not killed Hyped, but that nade should. He waits for it to explode. Well played, Kragan and Sejot. They hold on to this round, and it forces JDC and Crimbo to hole up in connector and save what they've got.
It felt like he was a little bit disconnected there for the side of Big for a second. C-Shot. Actually gonna go down. Con does go down before the time. It's not a great one, but they still have the money to put him on a rifle. I guess it was worth it to try and get the kill after time. There's a bit of a smile on his face.
Yeah, I think talking of Scrunk as well, that's one of the things that I wanted to mention earlier, by the way. The fact that there is significant synergy between him and Kyubi from the Sangal days, right?
Sure.
So Kyubi was one of the players that was struggling a little bit at the early stages of his inclusion into Big. If there's anyone that I feel like could fix Kyubi, might be Scrunk, because he played great under Skrunk's in-game leadership on Sangal.
Yeah, it was nice to have a fresh mind to the game. C-Shot in a bit of a sticky situation. Nearly gets out there with a double. Almost. An incredibly impressive play. Unfortunately, though, he does get refragged, and in the meantime, he's lost both Kragan and Fuzi, and both of them.
Oh, he's going to rotate. That's frustrating.
And now he's realized it.
19 seconds. What can Rolls do here? There isn't a flash that's being used just yet. He's pretty close. That's going to catch off Kyubi. Bomb being planted in that smoke, and they've gotten off that plant. 10 seconds for it. Surely he'll get run down by Crimbo, and he will do. Thankfully for Big, Favin, as I said, was focused over toward B and was later on that rotation. 1v2 for Favin. He's got a kit. He's got a flash. It'll be a crazy one to win, but Hyped will put a stop to it, and that is huge.
Yeah, he's just not missing important shots today, is he, Hyped? You couldn't really say that there's just one person on the side of Big that's pushing forward. It's most of them having a pretty decent game right now, and this is 3 opportunities to steal away Nine's map pick. Fuzi does start things off with a bang. Tapson's out of the equation.
Yeah, one of the, is it maybe only proper opening picks we've seen from Fuzi on the CT half? On overpass, maybe you expect a little bit more from him in that regard. Crimbo waiting outside Monster. Faven on the other side. Smoke call now fade. Looking to perhaps duel, but there's going to be a perfectly timed flash. Just when Crimbo look to advance is when Rolls and Faven will team up.
Should be quite easy to get a rough idea on what's going on, right? Crimbo's usually the guy that solo lurks in towards the B-bomb side. It was the case in old school CS2 and in CSGO as well. And now they're making their way up long. Kraken's got only an ump.
Well, definitely could be a bit more of a weapon of choice now since the MP9 nerf, but he does get cleared by QB. It's down to Fuzi to do the work. Smoke up to try and allow him to cross. Almost timings another shot. Hype pushing a bit deeper to try and cut off a different rotation. And that would be a good idea because they need to in a 2v4. There's the first.
Funky.
Playing double bank as well. Faven in that position. Fuzi, as you can see, waiting for teammates to come and help, and JDC will eventually just swing a little bit wider and allow Fuzi to get that shot.
No
That
way.
is a crazy one from Hyped. On a headshot angle is Faven. He's able to get that kill. 1v2 now. Fuzi and Sedjot. No kit between them. There is one dropped around the side, but can they get to it?
He's got it.
Oh, he's been able to grab Fuzi. What's the time like? It's going to be really close. Have Big just won this game? Let's look at the reaction. Oh, just about over the line. The DP's 0.235 at the top of your screen.
There's the aggression. Double push down connector right now. The T should be holding. QB actually turns around.
Oh my goodness, Tabson. Tagged was Sedjot by Hyped. That makes that kill 10 times
Kragen's
easier for Tabson. Good Molotov in toward Con. Kragen moved out of position and decides to escape. 30 seconds, by the way. And if we go through Monster, we'll be going into Rals. He needs to get a kill from this, and he will. He's got a bit of support from Faven, and Rals manages to double down. That's huge. With Fuzi here to help, 9 should be staying alive. Unless Tabson has something to say about it. Gets tagged, though, and fragged by Fuzi. USP finishes the job, and you can see the reaction. They couldn't get a single rifle. I told you without that plant, they'd be left scrambling. And they've got 4 Tech 9s and a Mac 10.
Careful.
Rals, are you aware? Uh-oh, this could be a way to end it.
No.
And QB and JDC will run them over. Rals got down to the USP. Surely will be killed, and will be killed by QB. There's a team kill in the mix for Big as well, which means it's only a 3v2, by the way. But Sedjot and Fuzi have to recover.
That's not an easy one as well. You've got the kids, you've got the YouTube, but you're completely locked out of the bomb side. Look at that. C-Shot getting 1 kill. Fuzi flashed, blinded. They know exactly where he is. Tapson strikes down another one. And C-Shot running through the YouTube, trying to go for the jugular, but it's Tapson to put an end to it with the big green. Is the good old German rush B on overpass to put an end to it. And Big get that 13-11 win on Nine's map pick. Who knows, man? It could be another 2-0 win. Big could be the first team to make it into the play-ins, and that would mean that they're just one best of 3 away from the StarLadder Budapest. Pistol round already starting. Big on the T side, going for an A play.
Oh, and Tabson already dropping down into an elevator, taking Fuzi just like that, and running down Rules as well. He's not just got those 2 kills, he's also jiggle-peeked out Faven in pit. They know he's there. Bomb down. Kragen stuck behind the short smoke with no way in already. Big are going hunting.
They've just all dropped into our CT spawn right now. Tapson finally does get punished by C-Shot. You need something quite spectacular if you want to bring that one back, though. 9 and Kragen's giving it a good go, by the way. No kit involved. And with the low HP, is he taking it? There's no one to take him off of it. They've won it. They can't deny that. They can't stop him, right?
Oh my god.
Boys?
Why have we just all left the site?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, Tapson.
2 deagles in response.
You can dodge the bullet if you win this round, right? You're going for a bit of a short exit. Fuzi is playing ramp with an MP9. He's got a nade that could hurt quite a lot, but it's not unwinnable. Crimbo's open things up. Fuzi under a whole lot of pressure.
Taking damage to that Molotov. Bomb will go down for short. Lots of bullets coming through that smoke, though, and Hyped has got the angle. Okay. Take 2. 5v3. You've got the sight, and this time it's a gun round. So with the M4s and FAMAS available for 9, they're going to fall back and save it. Fair play to Big. They've gone for a pretty similar play, just a slight variation on it. They've managed to find the answer. And if they win the Force by War, maybe it's better than just winning the second round, or the pistol and the second round straight up. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm sure Thompson's quite happy with this. Thing is, Kragen's not getting out of here alive. There's 5 people just swarming him any moment now, and it's QB with the 1D to take him down. That's another rifle to be recovered, and yeah, we can say that Big started this one on the wrong foot, but now they're back on the right one as well.
Now if they win this one, they're in a good position.
Everyone's on the chopping block. No one's safe.
Yeah. No one's safe from my wrath, Ted.
Look at Fathom.
Still hiding in that smoke. Does get a dink, but no more than that. JDC will find the kill on Fathom. Sejot and Kragen are doing big work, and then Sejot refaces for another one.
Long player, though. Tapson's in a good spot.
20 HP on JDC. We've got Riles on short still, by the way. Maybe an unexpected position, actually, for JDC. Tapson's going to try and push to help out. They do need to recover the bomb. That's the main issue. Look where JDC has put himself. On the corner of the smoke, and Tabson's flank does work out. Riles was not expecting that one so soon. That's a well thought out and calm maneuver for Tabson. Bomb recovered. They know the A bomb site was clear because Tabson just came from there. Sejot's gone all the way around the world through tons to try and recover this. But he's, of course, 11 HP.
It's a little bit terrifying, though, right? Because Sejot could have rotated back in towards the A bomb site, so you want to wait for JDC to clear out CT spawn, and I feel like Sejot's already realized that he's not really made the right call.
Oh, God. Anyway. Third beer 3 of the day. We're going a little bit insane. It's okay.
What a blunder. Might want to fake a bit of B presence in towards middle as well.
Wow, okay. Sejot will get away with that on Crimbo. With the line above the smoke. Still, with all his health, nearest makes no difference. To
nice molly.
Spare as well. And Riles is doing a great job at just holding the bay right now. And Sejot, well, that's a freebie. Didn't wait for any more. He could have probably crept up and gotten 2, maybe. But with the lack of bullets in the clip, decided, look, I can get one for free.
We're going
it's
B.
all going to be good. 14 seconds on the clock. We're not going back to B, lads.
Yeah, Fuzi's still in front of that B bomb site. There's not enough time. They're calling this one off. That's a save.
Yeah, that literally going back toward B, but going back toward B to saving tons, not to actually try and win the round.
Yeah.
So good hold for 9. We'll get away with his life. Crimbo is down mid, trying to get into lower, but he's back turned to Sejot. And Sejot's got now full control of that portion of the map. They know exactly what's going on, but Fuzi has overswung a little bit into Hyped. A flash in response to get Kragen in. It does get him 1 kill. Now Riles is going to try and do the same thing. 2 players behind that smoke. Oh my word, how has no damage been done? I say no damage, there's a little bit of damage, but not enough for a frag. Having from short trying to help out, peppering those smokes, but reloads will have to come through. In the end, it does work out for Riles. He finds JDC. And now it's a 2v3 for Big. Plenty of time though, Ted. They can still change their minds, but not when you've got a Sejot on the flank. In the end, QB gets overwhelmed. Good work there for 9. Really keeping Big at bay. It's 24 seconds, Ted. It looks like we surely are going out mid, but again, the clock is an issue.
JDC needs to go tunnels. I think he's just realized that 50 seconds on the clock. They need Hype to control the rotations. JDC able to find the first kill onto Kragen, but this is still scrappy. 10 seconds. They need to get a bomb down.
Oh, that 9 just no, though. 9 just no. Sejot is low. What? Okay, they've got 2 kills. 4 seconds. There's no time. Fuzi just survive in the corner. Oh, my word. He's done it. What a... And second time, Ted. The second time Big have misjudged the clock entirely.
No, it probably does. It probably does.
Yeah, I think it kind of does. On this occasion,
he'll be fine.
I'll say it does. We're back underway. Not a long tech pause, thankfully. Great break of the smoke for Fuzi. That catches QB. This is a proper purchase, by the way, for Big, alongside what they had managed to keep from that previous manic round.
Whew. Perfect nade. Yeah, JDC chipped away slightly. Now, it doesn't really feel like you've got too many options if you're big right now. You've been given middle for free most of the rounds, but the moment that it comes down to executing onto a bomb site, the defenses from 9 have been fairly decent, and you're looking at the setup. Kragan just playing anti in towards Goose. You've got Raul supporting him. Only issue is they don't really have a lot of flashes or smokes. They are relying a lot on Fuzi support.
Moving up now past this utility. Rolls has got another really good nade. Goodness gracious. Chunks down. JDC to 33 now. Tabson on 50, but they can still win their duels. And Fuzi will miss. Thankfully, Kragan and Rolls are still here, but Hype gets a good trade. And once again, Crimbo, or Technon at long range, dodges it well. Back into a 2v2. Hyped and Crimbo versus Sejot and Favon going for the jump spot. Crimbo, that AWP is going to be out of bullets in a minute. One shot left. Hype's got one as well. And Crimbo will get found. Hype will surely have to maneuver, and he gets maneuvered by Favon.
Playing ahead of it.
Oh, they're going to bait in Sejot. What a reaction from Hyped. Goodness me. That must have been quite a quick wrist breaker from his POV. Kragan flanking round. He's already saw earlier on that Long could be clear. And he takes the initiative to go for it properly. Favon on the elevated angle does actually drop down a bit awkwardly, but still gets his 1-for-1. However, 2v3 on B, always winnable. Can Fuzi stop them? Well, he's definitely stopped Kyubi. He's going to go charging in toward Tabson. Tabson needs to clutch on now 3 HP. Rars will not allow it.
Then you're just grouping up and trying to go for an exit, but it feels like every single time they've got your number. Now that's a way to switch it up.
Shot.
Lovely shot out of Hype. This is a round that you need if you're big, by the way. If you want to have an opportunity for the second half, you're stuck on 3 rounds, and that was not a slow start on that T side. You can't really afford to let 9 get a 9-3 half here.
Yeah. Big want to avoid having to play a map 3, that's for sure. Raul's looking to aggress forward. Great first shot, and actually looking to go for more. Surely JDC goes for the peak, and there we go. Kragan was there in support of Raul's, but JDC was just in an unexpected angle already. 2 A players removed. Big have an advantage for the first time. Crimbo finding Sejot will probably put an end to this half. Having 1v3. Got all the utility littered in spawn that they wanted to use at some point. JDC being a little bit overzealous there, maybe a bit dangerous. We've already seen them lose a couple of crazy situations in this one, but
if 9 are able to close, we still have got an Ancient to follow.
You say in September, Ted. Scary. That's next month.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, time goes fast in the Counter-Strike scene, that's for sure. Kragan. Get the opening pick of this one. QB. Using this sort of midway down long smoke, which I'm seeing kind of being the meta now on Dust 2 for quite a while. Favon will, kind of while blind, and through that smoke will catch one more, by the way. JDC needs to multi-frag and can't get more than that one. There's Ralls. This is the ultimate nightmare for Big. 4 only on T. CT pistol. If 9 deal with things as they should here, could be 10-4. Made up of 9 stickers.
The more you know.
Not that it matters at all, but you know, a little tidbit. Pushing along here, QB and JDC will team up and deal with Kragan. And that's a lot of information for 9. Knowing that they've got maybe 2 or 3 players looking to push that one. The buy is obviously dangerous of Biggs. Galil now picked up on QB. Smartly getting a kit in play as well. Good flash. Working out mid. Oh my word, they've just not looked at him. Fuzi and Sejot just give JDC an opportunity that he won't pass up.
Where do you go now? 55 seconds. It feels like the obvious avenue is in towards that A bomb site, but you gotta break the smoke, get ahead of it. You just got the 2 rifles. QB should be able to deal with this one. He's got the support of Tapson as well.
Raul's looking to entry. Again, having a good game like we've been saying, but Tabson now knows what's going on. Flash over the top. He'll peek with a teammate. And that's well judged. QB even gets the Galil transfer as well. And that is a...
Or his bike coming in. 1 rifle in the mix. And a B play cooking up. Crimbo's challenging this one.
Oh, here we go. That's going to be the Q2 go, but look at the nade damage. JDC's in a little bit of trouble, though. We'll get overrun. Crimbo's been digged up. Suddenly, I'm worried. Hype will only get one as well. Favin will pick up that AK and get one more. Thankfully, Tabson trades. 2v2. And now we go silent. We wait to see what the next move is. Rawls will try and plant on the corner of the ledge there. So he has that headshot angle on toward the window. QB and Tabson obviously both with kits. There's a critical incendiary and smoke on Tabson. Where will it be deployed?
Back of Xbox, by the looks of things, U2 needs to come through. They've got the kits, they can take their time, but this is still a tricky one.
Ral doesn't know where to move to. Of course, no armor on him. Fuzi at least has that, and you know what? He's just got both headshots. Playing in a common position doesn't matter if it's a strong position.
This is not an impossible one to pick up for Big. Definitely won't be easy, though.
Scout for Hyped. A little bit of damage on towards Sedjot. Actually hits him for 25, I believe, through the corner of the sight box. There's a proper tag. Rolls is down, and Fuzi, he's just got two quick trades in response. That might just recover things, but Tabson's being baited in. Again, a 2v2 here, and look at the clock. Once again, a late round situation. Fuzi is a guy with that bomb, but he needs help ASAP. And honestly, he just doesn't have the time for this. There are two players on ramp. They're going to have to win via elimination. He's going to try and go for the fake on the plant. Surely, Crimbo goes for the jump spot. He will, but he's managed to hide just long enough. Oh my word, Big have actually won that round.
It feels like sometimes you just need to grab the bull by the horns and get your opportunity, right? Big had that chance. They missed out on it. Rarely you're going to get it a second time, and now they've got it. They need to capitalize on it. Look at Tabson go.
Full aggression. JDC is able to get a couple as well. Two for him. And just like that, click of a finger, it's 7-10, and it should be 8-10.
Yeah, this is Tabson being a little bit more relaxed right now. This is the first time probably in a while that he feels like he's got the game under control.
And we've had that previous round with Crimbo.
I can't believe they've thrown so many nades and mollies and they haven't done utility damage.
I know.
It's just, Fuzi was the only one to get tagged down. Thankfully, it's just pistols on the other side, so he should be able to clean up. Tapping away, a couple nice kills. And that's going to be back-to-back clean rounds. It's a lovely 4-piece coming out of JDC, 22 and 11 now.
It's yourself hard to hit with that scout, but either way, Hyped. And actually a bit of support there on the shorts. Still going for the reface. A big miss, though. Incendiary will try and keep Sedjot at bay. Tabson is here. Incendiary has just segregated them. Sedjot and Rals give up those two kills a bit too easily.
That got so scrappy there for a second. The moment that Hype misses, Tabson's down on HP as well. They're still going to keep going. Or not?
Yeah, awkward one for 9.
Decide against it. Felt like they wanted to drop down CT and force the issue. Thing is, they don't really have a lot of util left, right? You've got one smoke on Kragan and a flash on Fuzi.
Yeah, they're going to give it a look. They're not going to pull a T-side save by the looks of things. So we are out mid. BDC got support on B with Crimbo. Should be no risk here for Big. All the counter utility as well. And here are the tags. Not to worry about window. Crimbo actually did get found by Kragan. Insane shot to hit. But Tabson gets the trade. Favin's done a great job to get one more kill and actually open up the B bomb site in its entirety. But bomb plant has to come through. A fake on the corner of the window. And he gets both. It baits in Hyped and Tabson. And all of a sudden, Kyubi, only 4 and 12 in this game, by the way, has to win this 1v1. He's full health. Favin is 14, and Favin is going to hit the dome shot. Oh my words. And think you're planting on the ground. That window peak is a lot faster than you're expecting. They gift him 2 1v1s. And now Fuzi is going to remove Hype from the following round as well. It's all turned back to 9. GDC will respond well. But can they put that Favin clutch out of their mind?
1 kill for Favin would be job well done.
Setup for Tabson and Kyubi is pretty good. We are going searching alone here. Did Tabson need to move forward? Did they need information at that point? I don't blame them, but also it just looks a bit rough, doesn't it? JDC on that AWP. QB's got a line, needs a multi. It's only one. Kragan, important trade. JDC's going to try and use new box. Try and get a line, but Favin's just keeping a close eye on that. JDC could go for a jump shot, but Favin will stop it. There was no way forward. Crimbo stuck in CT. 9 are reaching 12.
Yeah, 9 are reaching 12, and Favin single-handedly right now pushing them through this map.
There's a bit of a tag as well as he moves forward from lower. Utility seen by Crimbo as they look to force the issue into a B, but there are 2 players here, and that smoke up is going to completely cancel the play. If they're able to recover this one, it would be a bit of a miracle, and Tabson just got Riles in his back pocket. 9 cannot close at the first time of asking.
I think it should be.
He's looking for a peek before the timer expires, but he's getting flanked from spawn. Could go down after time here, and there we go.
Ooh.
Tabson's actually caught him. I've allowed them to get mid control, so they can burst in. They've lost rounds like this already over toward B. This is going to be really tough for Crimbo, trying to avoid the flashes. Tabson's trying desperately to help out. Crimbo has got to hold on, and he's doing a great job. 2 kills, that's okay. Tejot still lurking around in mid, though. QB's looking for it, and will find it. Critical. Fuzi. We've seen it once from Favin. I think from Fuzi it'll be a little bit too much. He's going to get pushed. Tabson will take it, and Big stay alive on D2.
Phenomenal matchup so far. He's been playing really good Counter-Strike on Dust.
Yeah. It's almost more frustrating, right, when you're having such a great game. You know you're a critical part of a round, and then you do get taken down. Talking about getting taken down. JDC playing close boxes. Riles and Favin alert out mid. The 3 going up short. Good nade damage once again by Big, and Hype will start off the round. Sejot will drop. Good counter flashes as well, and they're getting eaten up. R9 right now. It's a great shot from Fuzi to give them a glimmer of hope. Gotta say, hang on, they're over pushing in tons. Crimbo, that could be a fatal error on Dust 2. The B bomb site is open. There is a smoke available on Fuzi as well to block off that cross.
That was a 5v2. You can't afford to lose a round like this one. Not like this, Big. Not when it's just 1 round away. Bomb's gonna go down. Hyped in QB, they need to save the day.
Again, they've got util for this retake, but they need to use one of those incendiaries on Car. First shot missed by Fuzi. Little jiggle in the window. Of course, worried a little bit about tunnel. How do they play off of each other? There is that incendiary, and Favin's been removed. It's all Fuzi. Blinded up, they now know he's big box. Cornered by the Molotov, but will it matter? Fuzi versus Hyped! And Fuzi will hit the no-scope. Oh, baby. 9 are going to a map 3.
For the side of Big that started off a little bit earlier. They're probably feeling a little bit tired right now, especially by the way that this previous map got closed out. A 5 versus 2 is definitely painful when you just had around 10-15 minutes to reset. Hopefully they will be able to do so as the pistol round is already starting. And we're going to have a bit of a brawl in towards mid. Raul's able to get 1 in a second and the 3rd out of Fab, and it's a mop-off. That's
crazy. They're going to jump in for another one as well. Raul's just literally launching his way into a pistol round victory here for 9. What are you supposed to do about that? He's got 3 kills. I think he gooshed the other player. Wow.
You can say that one again. Yeah, that was a really convincing one. Felt like they were, yeah, thank you. Felt like they were just walking into a bit of a stack there, right? And then Raj just jumps up with the clear idea that he's going to sacrifice himself for his teammates to get the refrags, ends up with 3 kills in the end of it. And QB left alone. Had a bit of a tough map on the previous one, QB. Obviously, not always given and being put in the spots to have a massive performance, so we can let him off the hook with that one.
Yeah.
Definitely will need a bigger performance when it comes down to this 3rd and final map, though. Especially considering this map has been going quite well for the side of 9 lately. And I feel like if 9 were...
I've seen him play 1 or 2 Ancients since he joined Big. And yeah, he kind of, would say, does it a little bit better than he used to, considering he's kind of changed roles somewhat. JDC will actually launch his way in toward Riles there as well with the SMG in this round, by the way. Hype just managed to deal with Favon as well as he tries to walk through that smoke. That's a bit of an error. Gifts a free AK over to Big.
Ooh. QB. Information gathered. Still, the setup is not too bad. Especially if Hype is able to get in contact. Gonna swing on the contact of Tapson. He gets the first one. Actually, the rifle does go down, and that sets up Fuzi for a double.
Oh, QB's going aggressive on this and just recovers the spray on Fuzi. It's a big trade kill. That gives him bomb control in toward Cave. I think saving is smarter, for sure. Kimbo will run a bit further away to make sure that they have one player staying alive. And now Sedgwick should be saving, otherwise he'll get taken down after time, probably.
Yeah,
Big.
they realized both of them were there, but what is going to happen? Nice tag on to Rouse, down to 22 HP, and 9 are second guessing themselves right now. They still have that one player of C-Shot in towards A main. A is still pretty much a possibility.
Yeah, but being jump spotted out pretty consistently. Kyubi over toward Donut, as I said. Not playing Cave like he used to. He will go down, and Crimbo can't get a single one either. Over toward A. Cedric's not just taken him down, he's found Tabson as well. Click of a finger, 9 have cracked open the site.
Gotta be careful with this one, though. A lot of players that are low on HP on the T side.
Rolls has got a flank, though. It's not being looked at. Oh,
no.
He's going to whiff his lines. But he's just wasting the time, and he's caught them in the open. Doesn't matter. They team up nicely, and despite that low HP, Rolls will get that final kill on the MAC-10. That's huge for 9. Good job for 9. Now for Big, as you rightly said, need to activate here. Hype has got the AWP out. Got good util. They're going to want to fight lane too much. Sedjok, oh my god, he's doing it again. Out bottom mid, Crimbo and QB. They had everyone there that wanted to face him. They knew what was coming, but they couldn't stop it.
That's insane. This young man is made of something else. And he's showing Big exactly what he was showing NIP. No mercy.
Hudson tries to get down a bit more silently there, but does make some noise. Doesn't matter, not going to be heard. And in comes the play.
Not really being
choosing
challenged
correctly.
towards the B-bomb side right now. They should realize that Cave is a possibility. Now they know.
It's a good pick from Hyped. Fuzi will plant safe, but we all know how wallbangable that default pillar is. Kraken is going to be able to deal with Tabson, though, and now Hype just needs to go for his pick, and Fuzi just got the line. And a fun battle between those two in this series, Fuzi and Hyped. Both have had their moments, especially Fuzi at the end of map 2. JDC is forced to save with no kit.
Okay, Trap, you want to pretend we're in a hospital right now? We're going to dissect what happened on middle at the start of this round, because this is absolutely obscene. What we're witnessing right now is the formation of a spectacular young man as a player on the server. The fact that C-Shot's able to get away with a double kill out of this is crazy, and I'm going to tell you why. It's not because only he's sharp. Make sure you go back and rewatch it after this game's over. As of right now, though, as we've learned out of the last couple maps, Big is never a team to get completely stomped. Or never a team to be written off, shall I say. They might get stomped if this keeps going that way, but they can always find a way back into a map. And this is where they need to do it here. Lovely stuff coming out of Hype. That's a 5v3. This is one that you need to close out.
And non-negotiable. We've seen Big chuck some advantages.
There's still a big gap in the defense. QB is alone. They need someone to rotate in towards CT, and they need it now.
They have got it, thankfully. They've got Tabson here with Hype still holding red. But these can fall apart. We've seen it already.
Tricky.
2 players crossing in toward Donut. Tabson behind the boxes. They know he's there. And QB's going to have to win his duel, and he will. It's all good. Tabson will get one back, but Hype's holding the line. 4 alive for Big on that gun round. Critical. And obviously Hype smoked off. So 9 are going to continue to press the issue in mid. Smoke will fade, though, and that's when Hype can activate. It's a good catch on rolls. Damn. Got some molly damage. Fuzi has got 2 players looking to face him, and it's an important win for Kyubi. Actually deal with that together, do Big. Good protocol.
Yeah, this is much more like it now for Big. For the second round in a row, the Oper's punishing in towards middle. You get the double push in towards the A lobby, and now the B players need to be on high alert.
haven't hit that entry. There was a way back in for sure. There's actually only really one player here to immediately fight. Counter flashes are really good though, and Hyped is there on time. JDC is there to help. He'll keep Tabson alive. Oh, Captain, my Captain, you will stay up. Never mind. Kragan's taking him out. But it's only Kragan left in a 1v4. And he'll get naded out by Crimbo. Bigger here now, finally. Looking to pop into mid again. What a surprise. 9 love it.
Going
This
red.
time though, we're going red. And Hyped could have a lot on his plate coming his way. Sejot on the line will go down first. But there's 2 more where that came from. Thankfully, Crimbo is there to hold Hyped's hand. It works out well. Early 5v3. Fuzi has got that AK, but his teammates are falling around him. Shot. But getting back into the round seems a long shot from here.
The CTs are playing a 2-2 setup right now, so no matter where you go, you will have those fights. And that aggression in towards the lane, the T's will soon enough realize Faven and Fuzi could still get a bomb plan out of this. They could potentially make it an interesting one as well. It's all about how big want to approach this one. Now they realize this is a B play. Flash in towards the cave. Faven needs to get at least one, but gets shut down. That's lovely coming out of Tapson. Double B comes in. Fuzi nearly lines them up, but it's not the double. And you can see the reaction. He knew there was a world in which he gets both of them. It's not this one, unfortunately.
They were looking... They were pushing big further and further back. Defeating them on these mid pressures over and over, just like earlier. Bigger found an answer on the response. They're fighting. And JDC is doing what JDC does best on Ancient. Couple of really sharp headshots there. Hyped for support. And Fuzi and Faven are left 2v5. Big are going to recover a 6-6 half, and I am very impressed at that recovery.
Yeah, this is the way to go. Big showing that they still have a little bit of fight left in them. And for both those teams, the longer this game goes, we're going to start asking the questions, who's got more energy left? And it's not because of the series only, it's because of the entire day. This is their second series, and it's been such a long one as well. As Devil Walk mentioned in the panel right before the start of this map, it's been more than 11 or 12 hours for some of those guys in front of the PCs, and it might start showing in the second half. It's going to be a leveled up score, a 6-2 lead for 9. That leads to a 6-6 half on Ancient. We're all leveled up heading into the final half.
Spoke about earlier, missing out on one of the major qualifiers by 1 point. In
that's the
recent
bomb.
times.
What?
That is a huge push for Faven. He's managed to remove Kyubi. Fuzi's spamming away with those dualies and to find 2 kills on the, I guess you could say, spray control with those dualies was pretty impressive. And Crimbo may have found 2 kills, and he can pick up the bomb.
That's a 1v5.
Unfortunately, he's about to get a rude awakening. Bop! That's a pistol round for 9.
Yeah, doesn't get cleared out. That's a lovely one. And Sejot finally wakes up with a pickup himself.
Got a gap with this smoke that he's put down, but he's going to choose to play behind the default box instead. He's got Sejot support, trying to break gaps in that smoke, and he does a great job to find Tabson. Kragan tagged down very low, though, when he took his duel. Hyped. Wanted to try and get control in Temple, maybe. But I think Big are just going to pause for a little second to see if 9 overextend.
You pause. Only issue is there's no further smokes on the side of Big. So the moment that those defensive smokes fade, you need to fight for something. Flash is absolutely perfect. No one could see a thing. But there was just simply too many of them in towards Temple, and they mowed him down. 9 get their first buy round on that CT side. It's a 3rd in a row. It's a 9-6, and Big don't even get close.
Incredible for him so far across the course of all the games he's played today. He's doing the right thing here as well. Pistol's coming his way. Flash is really good, though. You ain't avoiding that flash.
Oh, no.
Kragan's going to get run down by Tabson. Suddenly, they've overrun A.
Yeah, you're just second-guessing yourself right now, and you need to make a decision. Do you want to give this retake a go? You know this is just pistols, but they've picked up a couple rifles at this point. Might be better off by just calling it off. Here as well. And there's been some pretty clean ones, too. It's all about winning the buy rounds as well, though. Getting the pistols is good.
Here we go.
You need to find a way to be competitive with the guns, too. And Sejot. Oh, no.
First whiff of the day. First whiff of the day. That's a shame. Had a perfect play with that one as well, managing to run boost him up towards Shelf very quick. He wanted the duel. He got it, but whiffed it. Kragan will at least respond on toward JDC. He did lurk on toward A, and Big have made no, despite losing the opening pick there, made no progress across the map with any control really at all.
Look at the push. Kragan's gone looking right now. It's all going to be a game of timings. How many kills do you get out of this, Kragan? There's so many people on the other side of this angle. Only if you knew. Only if you knew. Surely someone clears him out. There goes the first one. Are you ready for the second? Hype able to get that refrag, but this is the alert. Now they know.
I was so quick from Hype, seeing it without the X-ray on. Shout out our observers for turning it off in those sort of situations. Does make it a bit more exciting, I feel. Good catch from Fuzi, though. Hype has dropped, and he's going to go super aggressive on the final kill as well. I mean, Favon was there, I suppose, but
waking up in the last couple rounds. 13 kills for C-Shot. Fuzi right behind him with 12. Kragan on 13 as well, and Big back to no money territory and another A-pop.
This one feels a little bit faster, that's for sure. Fuzi, oh my word, he's managed to get one. I thought for sure he was going to get completely overrun there, but still, it's a 1-for-1. The bomb plant not denied by Kragan. That looked all over him. So difficult for 9. You've got, again, the util you'd want to retake here. Tapson's been tagged down low to 5 HP. Hits available, you don't need to rush it. The first kill will come through for QB. Reswing's coming through. Favon does well to find 2. And that's when Kragan comes in. Hyped, P250, gone through the smoke. They're not checking him. There is one, picks up the AWP, misses the quick scope though. What a great attempt. Kragan, does he have it? I think he does.
That was a midday. And now it's almost 10 p.m. They've been sat here for a little bit over 10 hours.
QB, good catch on Favon. Going aggressive R9 down toward B ramp, and I like that. A little bit of a change. I actually haven't seen that really before in this particular half. Fuzi in position, arm spotted. Arm taken, JDC ripped out of the round, and they're peeking in 1 by 1 here. Pistol drawn, and he's got Riles as support. 9 on 12. What a day it has been for them so far. Can they close? But he's got Riles there here to help once again.
Big don't realize that they're just walking into a meat grinder right now.
Oh my word. 4 players. Donut. Red. In we go. Sedjot will react. Incredible headshot. And there is Riles as well. They have just read Big like a book here. Crimbo is forced to push out of A main, but he could be walking straight into Kragan. And there we go. It's all Tabson, and he's out. And it's an incredible day of Counter-Strike for 9. Kragan's loving it. They're all loving it. They've been one of the underdog teams that we were talked about at the beginning of the day. Hello, my friend.